Okay, so I've got the Hermes Lite over here. I've got a Raspberry Pi 3. Thank you, Coastin. Much appreciated. I had to make up some cables. I thought I only needed 6, but you need like 10 or 12. But I'm going to show you what we did. You hook these up here. You're going to have to go on the. It's basically the first group over here goes to this group over here, and then you skip the last one just because it's hard to explain anyway. But basically, the first 5 pins go to the first 5 pins over here nearest to the chip, and then on the back side, same thing. Okay, and then you power up the Pi, and as soon as the Pi boots up and you get into this screen here, let's pretend that we're not looking at this. Um, you power on the Hermes, and I'm not sure if it really needs to like be completely booted or doing something first, because what happened was I had a little thing on the dash here. I didn't know if I should click it or not. So I was reading the instructions here on GitHub, and I clicked go ahead and program, and then you get this screen, and this is exactly what it's going to do. But you can do this over and over. But my initial was not successful. And you get that, and then eventually, after about like 30 seconds or so, another screen will pop up, and it will tell you to power cycle the Hermes. Um, so right there, like that. And now I would believe that this either works or doesn't work. We'll find out. But I was at least able to successfully do that, and so we'll see what happens. So it says if the program isn't complete within 1 minute, remove the power, because I guess it can burn it up or something. If program has completed successfully, double click the desktop icon labeled test. Once the GUI opens, click connect. Check to see that an IP address of 192.168 was assigned. Okay. I'm leery to do this because I don't want to start transmitting. I actually okay. So if program is completely successful, double click on the desktop icon labeled test. Okay. Click connect. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the HL2 utility. Click connect. Let's see if it does what it says it's going to do. Wait until the Hermes light has 2 solid LEDs. It has none. And okay, wait until the Hermes light has 2 solid LEDs and 2 blinking LEDs, or 3 solid LEDs and 1 blinking. Then press connect. Look at the internet address. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're gonna close out of here. I think the mistake that I made is it did actually tell me to power cycle it. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it unplugged for a bit. Okay, so this is really like I am not the smartest guy in the world. Like some guys just really, really figure this kind of stuff out. Okay, we got LEDs. That one's flashing. That one's lit. And it wants us to wait until something or other. I don't know. So this is what it's always done before in the past. Let's close. I wanted to close that. So we have power cycled it. Now we'll click test. And we'll open this. Let's see what it does. Okay, wait until Hermes has 2 solid LEDs and 2 blinking. Or 3 solid LEDs and 1 blinking. Then press connect and look at the internet address. There should be a valid IP address. If the IP address starts with 169.254, then DHCP has failed. Connect a loop back 50 ohm coax cable with an inline 30 dB attenuator and press the test button. Okay, well, I think this thing is still failed because from what I understand, based on the chip that's on this board here, that like basically this thing's supposed to be blinking twice as fast. And we have, they're counting these LEDs, I would think, here, not these. So these 2, 3, 4 of them. And so I think this is still probably not good. We don't have that funny little yellow thing. Okay, so now we have the funny yellow thing. Although I see the activity here, so let's see if we're gonna get anything here. Searching. So it's still searching. So I still think this thing's broken. I don't know what the guy did to it. I think, it got damaged when, it was put in there with the shim upside down and stuff got shorted out. And I just think this thing's probably toast. But the nice thing is I didn't have to buy a Raspberry Pi or a USB blaster to try and find out that I have a bad Hermes. But we'll do this until we can, for sure know that, yes, it's bad. And then, if I want one, I'll just go and order a board. So it'd be nice if it was good, though. But I don't think it is. So, no idea what happened to this one. I just know that I bought it, and the shim was upside down on the back of the board, and it was touching all kinds of stuff, and it knocked off the surface mount jumpers, and, it was bad news. So, and it's not finding it. So, no address, no nothing, you can't connect to it. So that's kind of basically the deal there. I don't know what's wrong with it. And the guy, Steve, he was really a douche on the forum. Said, no amount of financial compensation can motivate me to repair this, blah, 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 blah. I just asked him, would it cost more than a board to get you to fix this, or, would it be cheaper to have you fix it? And, he like dodged the question on the forum. So I asked him again. I said, can I get you to repair this? He said, no amount of money will get him interested in repairing it. And he said, maybe somebody else on here might be willing to look at it for financial compensation. He was just a complete dick about it. So it's like, I don't know if he's the creator of this whole entire thing. I kind of think not. I think he's just kind of a partner in it. But he was extremely rude to me. And I was like, at that point, I was ready to buy a board. And after that, I was like, you know what? I think I'll just go ahead and not do it. Because if I have a problem with this next one, then this is how this guy's going to treat me. So I decided to put it on the back burner, and now I'm over here trying to mess with it with the Raspberry Pi. So, and again, I don't really see the point in buying one of these for like $400, and you got a 5-watt QRP radio that you got to fiddle with a lot. So It just depends. I mean, if you just want to do QRP, but you can't take it portable, it's tied to a computer. I mean, if something goes wrong with it, you're not going to fix this. But I mean, that's kind of the same thing with anything nowadays. All right, so we'll click connect again, and now it tells me, it says shut down. That's good. So maybe it'll power cycle itself or do something. I don't know. Shut down. So we go ahead and, what does that say? Oh, I can see Ethernet configured 192.168.22 something. WLAN not assigned. That is strange. I wonder what would happen if I just hooked this to my computer. I mean, like, would it suddenly work? That's what I'm wondering. Okay. Maybe we should shut down the Pi, maybe. Programming. And let's just go ahead and shut down. Yeah, shut it down. And then I'll undo this one. Now the problem is, I would need to hook this directly to my other laptop, because this doesn't have an Ethernet. And I don't want to unplug this from the pinout, because if I got to mess with it some more. So this is really kind of a pain.